So, you guys about ready to record? Actually, you know what? Zach, can you please do the intro? My voice is a little bit tender this week.
All right.
Zach, are you gonna be okay, Zach?
All right. Hello. Welcome to the Hey Listen Video Game Podcast. This is episode 45, and I'm Zach, also known as @ZRPG on Twitter.
Wow,
And-
doing the plugs early.
I'm joined with Cole Annoying Navi.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
There he is. And I'm also joined with Metal Jesus Rocks.
Hey, what's going on, man?
And there's also a couple guests, Chronolink 9 and Pegasus 187
Yeah, that's me. I'm Chronolink 9.
here.
And,
I'm
man, it's really great to have
Metal.
Metal.
The guy who gives zero fucks.
It's great to have Metal Jesus here, though.
Yeah, after the episode we lost.
Yeah, you know, guys, I was really bummed to find out that. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now. Yeah, we had that part, and he loved that.
It was
That
so-
was my favorite.
So genuine. Nothing would be genuine if we showed that to him. Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna be able to have him on again.
Yeah, we need
One
to bring
day.
that back. Yeah.
One
But yeah,
day.
Cole's not here. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it.
No, we couldn't make any day in existence, so
Yeah, we kept like, so does this day work? No. No.
yeah, that's unfortunate. And guys, we're actually doing this live. You know, we're recording this at the same time that we're talking, so it's live.
I know, isn't that amazing? It's crazy. Crazy to think about.
We've got a chat room in here. Say hi, chat.
Unlike what we usually do, where we just talk and then we splice it in later.
Oh look, Chronolink 9 said hello.
Oh wow, I see it. Popped up.
Shit.
Alright, so a lot of stuff has happened since last episode. It's been a long time, so basically every episode we record is us catching up to what happened since last episode because it's always such a long space. The last episode was posted on April 18th. And we're June 7th right now.
Wow. Man, we're
Yeah.
slacking.
And the last episode was about the Smash Bros. Nintendo Direct, which was April 8th. So
Because that thing was amazing.
it was.
I still can't get over that. That was that good.
Alright, so yeah, there's nothing planned in this podcast except we just know generally we want to talk about all the games and stuff since the last episode, and we want to talk since E3 is coming just around the river bend, Monday and Tuesday, June 9th and 10th.
Isn't it Wednesday too?
It's probably stuff that no one cares about.
Oh.
But
Or
the
more.
main ones, I think it's Microsoft, Sony, Ubisoft, and EA are all on Monday, and Nintendo's on Tuesday. So I guess all the other
Yeah.
ones are shoved in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think Wednesday and maybe Thursday too are all just like interviews and conferences and stuff like that. Like dev stuff.
Oh.
But yeah.
See, there's been plenty of rumors for that. Nintendo especially has had really these are, if any of these rumors are true, I think that's good news for Nintendo because they had they were really good lists, but I'm probably just getting my hopes up now.
There's some really out there suggestions though, like
Yeah.
like really out there, like Symphony of the Night 2 for the 3DS. I've heard
Oh,
that
really?
rumor, and I'm like, I don't believe it at all. It just doesn't make any sense.
Let's see if I can pull up one of the lists.
I've seen like 3 different ones. That's the thing. All of which have different theories of what X really is. Some people are saying it's like a new Xenogears, which I don't think
There's
that's
one.
right. Other people are saying it's a direct sequel to
Yeah.
Xenoblade.
It's more likely, but
And then other people just think it's a whole new property altogether. And it's, I don't know.
alright. So yeah, one of the lists. Oh wait, should we even get into this already?
I don't know.
Matter?
What do you want to do? It's your pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
It is.
Oh, well,
Well,
now I have to make.
we can. I suppose we can go into that later. I mean, it's just like catching up with you guys. I mean, come on. Like, what
All right.
have you been up to? What's going on
Well,
in the worlds of Pegasus and CRPG?
well, the baby was born.
All right. That is
Answers or
news.
braces?
It was my third child, I think. No, 12th.
Yeah, I always get those confused too. Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be 3 in December. That's I don't know how they age that quickly, but
Wow, that is
she was born before. No, she was born after. Oh no,
April.
what? Uh, she was definitely born sometime. Not sure entirely on the date. It's not really that important. We didn't write it down. We forgot to write it down. Like at the hospital, we were like,
Oh, what's her name?
Who?
Your daughter?
What? No,
Your child that you
I have a son,
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Esmeralda.
Wow, that's a wonderful, that's an unusual name for a young man
Named after the Disney princess.
from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I
Yes.
wouldn't really call her a princess. Okay.
Isn't it a princess? Who? She was some
Wait,
sort
so
of royalty, right? I don't
no, she was just a gypsy.
know. Okay, fine.
What happened
Right.
to her in the second one, though?
I have
That's
no.
what I want to know. Why does Disney come out and like try to, I don't know. Why did they do that?
Because they're stupid.
No, it's because they want to make money. So that's why the direct to DVD sequels don't actually count. Like
Yeah.
for example, the first one, the first direct to home video sequel that they did that I can remember was Return to Jafar. And in Return to Jafar, Gilbert Gottfried has not one, but two solo songs.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
So
I did see
yeah,
that. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Oh.
it's like there's no reason to make any of these sequels
No.
except
Nope.
to make money.
Yeah.
They make no sense. I mean, Aladdin had one. I think Little Mermaid had one. You had.
The Little Mermaid had one.
I think the Little Mermaid had a sequel.
I think it had a prequel too. I think also.
Yeah.
There's the
Bambi. I know
Lion
Bambi
King
had
one,
one.
right?
Lion King had a midquel and a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never saw the second one, but I saw the 1.5 one or whatever it was.
And that's just awful.
The Timon and Pumbaa one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just awful.
I think Cinderella had like 2 or 3 different sequels.
Oh yeah, I think there was a time travel one.
Really?
I
Time
think so.
travel?
I feel like I remember one was called like A Twist in Time or something like that.
Click
And I
your
was like,
heels.
Oh god.
click your heels, travel back in time, Cinderella. Cinderella, Cinderella, Chrono Trigger, Cinderella.
God.
Yeah,
I know
because
Secret of Nim had a sequel and it was god awful.
oh, that was just horrible.
Oh god, watch a Nostalgia Critic review of that.
Remember on one of the users episodes that I don't even know if we published or not, I said that I can't stand him. I don't know if I want to.
Oh yeah.
Here it is,
There's-
Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time. Lady
Wow.
Tremaine gets her hand on the fairy godmother's wand, then turns back time to the day Cinderella tried on the glass slipper.
Oh, great. So they have to do the whole movie again?
Yeah, basically. Wait, no. And then she enlarges the slipper to fit one of the stepsisters, Anastasia,
Oh.
and erases Prince Charming's memories of meeting Cinderella.
Oh.
Holy cow! There's like mind control and time travel?
That sounds good.
Why is it in Cinderella though? That does
Why not?
does not
Why
compute.
not, dude? Down with the sickness?
down with the nonsense, more like.
the nonsense. Exactly.
Cinderella 2: Dreams Come True. There's it's a series of 3 stories. Cinderella plans a party. Jack the Mouse turns into a human and lives as Cinderella's page boy.
Slave?
I hope they realize what the connotations of what that is.
Slave boy?
Page boy.
Slave?
Yes. And then one of Cinderella's stepsister reaches her redemption through falling in love with a young
Oh.
a baker, a
That'll get her.
candlestick maker,
Candlestick maker.
a close class man who later remained in drizzle. Okay, this cost $5 million to produce. That's way too much money.
Mm.
It made
And how
$120 million
much-
in direct-to-video sales, but the film itself was met with a mainly negative response from fans and critics alike.
Oh.
Of course.
Well, of course it
Oh
was.
wait, we made this boatload of cash. Let's make another one.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We
what they
like
said.
money. We have to
Hey.
bathe in money.
Hey, but guess who plays Cinderella?
Oh shoot! I know this. Johnny Depp.
No, Jennifer Hale.
Oh. I don't remember. I knew the name. I don't know.
Jennifer Hale, also known as every female video game character.
Mm.
She's played a lot of different ones.
Uh,
She was Samus in the Prime games. You know, she only did like grunts and stuff, but she was Lady Shepherd, Femme Shep.
It must have been a great day of work for the Metro Prime game. Just like no,
Just
a
had to
little bit more, oomph, a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clear the throat a little bit more with that one. Yeah.
and you were working on. You were actually attached to some great games.
The Page Boy thing is like, I don't know. I feel like that's like a thing in like, like, where it's like, oh, the queen is trying to seduce the page boy kind of thing. So it's like that's kind of a weird thing that's happening.
Right,
I don't know.
So what's happened in general since last episode? Community poll turning number 3.
That has been a resounding, epic thing of amazing, giant. I can't even describe it. That's how great it is. It's just like these huge.
It's blow your balls off, awesome.
It pretty much is, though.
Oh, nice.
According to this, I already voted in this one, which is kind of weird because I never remember voting in this at all.
Which one?
The one that's right on now.
Does
The
it
Vow of
say you
Unity
voted?
versus main theme. Well,
You-
oh, it's closed. What
Yeah.
the heck? What the heck, man?
It's
Yeah.
closed because it was supposed to end last night.
Okay. I honestly, I've been really bad about voting recently. Over the past like couple weeks or so, just after I started work up again. So that's been.
It's been good though.
But
It's gonna get pretty intense. We're not even halfway through the first round, so it's gonna get pretty intense once we get to later rounds.
Oh jeez.
Like what song? I can't even imagine what song would win. Who would have the best chance of winning out of all of them? Because some of them I didn't expect to win that ended up winning. So impossible to predict. So yeah, for those who don't know, it's a video game music tournament. If you go on Pete's Game Forum, you know about it just because it has a banner at the top now too. It's got my own forum section just for that.
yeah, man.
That probably happened just since the last episode too.
I was thinking of at some point doing a poll or tournament of some sort of myself, but obviously I'm not doing it now because this is gonna last like the whole rest of the year. I feel like.
Yeah, well, there's 128 matches for the first round.
Yeah, and we're 40 or something, so we still got a very long way to go in the first round.
Yeah, and then it just keeps divided by 2 every round. So
high octane speed. Let's go, Zach. Let's go.
Because it was like it was so difficult to limit it down to the 256 songs I have.
Yeah.
As it is. And I got everyone's suggestions in there, as long as they went by the rules. So, it's been good.
And by rules, they bribed you, right?
Yeah. I get so much profit from this tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you must be raking in the dough.
That would be awesome.
It would be actually kind of cool. But
just becomes my living, is just making tournaments.
Yeah. Well, you could be worse. You could be making a living writing articles on BuzzFeed.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever, but totally must be so easy to make a living off of that too.
Unfortunately.
But also, I think since the last episode, it might have happened before. I don't know. But I'm the #1 overall poster on PGRF now.
Oh wow. Aren't you special?
But I'm
Let's see.
still not recognized in the top 10 posters. God dang it!
That's because mods register weirdly. For
I
some
know.
reason.
I told Berlin, but he couldn't solve the issue.
It's a weird
I
thing.
suggested just like deleting the group and making it again, because I don't know why I would do that.
Hmm.
Because we literally like don't exist when you search for our names.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you search in like the members list for my name or any subform mod's name.
That don't make a lick of sense.
Yeah.
Pokemon ZRPG. No members. Name contains just ZRPG. No members.
What?
That's weird, dude. That's so weird.
I get ripped off. I want the recognition in the top 10. I didn't even make the top 10. Thanos is in the top 10 now. It must have just happened because I looked on there recently and wasn't there. It should all be shifted down one. I passed Broland.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's pretty. That's
Community
pretty
poll
impressive. How many?
attorneys like a lot too. So
Yeah. How many does Broland have though?
3,225, something like
Wow.
that. I have 3,460 now.
That's just insane.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe this guy. He just keeps on going. Oh man, that's crazy though.
Yeah. But I don't know. It felt like Pete's Game Reform seemed to get like a bunch more activity. Now it's slowing down a little bit again.
Yeah, Doldrums of Summer. When E3 comes along, I mean, I think we're gonna get a lot of threads popping up and excited people. But
Everything's about spam nowadays. There's like
Yeah.
all these Nike threads.
the Nike, so much Nike.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah. Speaking of out of hand,
Oh,
what about the whole? Well, Nick doesn't want to get involved, and honestly, I actually don't want to talk about it.
nice.
I mean, not a lot, but it's general things that have happened. There's the whole Tamadashi life, everything going on with that.
Everything is
super
awesome.
super controversial with that, and then there's stuff that happened on the forums, sort of branching off of that, and it was kind of ugly. It got ugly.
Yeah, it did.
But me and Batsa actually recorded an episode where we talked about it.
Oh.
And it and multiple other things that we just had to discuss. So we get a little bit serious, which is unusual for us. We haven't posted the episode yet. I've been really swamped with work and then trying to fit in.
Don't worry, it's all ogre now.
Huh?
It's all ogre now.
You're ogre.
This is my swamp.
Okay.
Have you seen that video?
Shrek. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best video I've seen in my life.
I'm so sorry.
No, I've seen like the most videos of any person in the world too.
I saw an amazing. Some friends of mine showed me this thing the other day, and it was Biggie Smalls' Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay.
And basically it's
Thanks for that.
it's Thomas the Tank Engine
Oh.
with that song.
Yeah.
Mixed together with it,
Yeah.
and it's like the best thing ever.
Running out of cough drops over here.
Yeah, you've got a cold, man.
Yeah. That's something. I'm dying over here. Medic.
Medic! I need a medic!
So,
Well,
what games have happened since then?
Games, but what?
Okay, you
Front
want to
out.
go to this? You want to get into this?
Huh?
You want to get into what you were saying?
I want to get into what I've been up to since we last recorded.
Oh.
Wait, well, I mean, I guess we were sort of just doing general things, I guess, but are we gonna do
Well, I could just throw mine in. I don't have that much to say.
You don't have anything to say? Just school,
no,
right?
I do, but I don't. I mean, for games, I don't have that much.
Oh. But
Oh.
what else? I guess there's not really much else generally.
I went to a yard sale.
Yard sale?
Yep. We went to like a bunch of yard sales one of the days, and I posted a picture of like a bunch of stuff I got. Really good prices. No video games though. So we got like a Family Guy Christmas special and like a couple seasons of it. They were like 50 cents each. In good condition.
Wow.
Like
Someone wanted to get rid of stuff.
she had like tons of volumes, and I was planning on just getting a ton of them, but like then we realized that a bunch of them were missing discs. I mean, they're useless if they're missing discs.
Yeah, one of those people.
But then I also got 3 Lord of the Rings books. Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, Return of the King.
Yeah, I was like, the 3 Lord of the Rings books?
Yeah. $1 each.
What versions are they?
This is the
I mean, by that I mean like what does the cover kind of look like?
it's kind of cinematic.
Oh, do they have? Is it like? Does it have the movie stuff on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have. I think we have those paperbacks too. Or, it's funny because I think they came out from what if I can recall correctly, what they did was when each movie came out, they actually came out with new paperback editions of like the covers. So the ones that we got, we have like so many different versions of that in this house. But one of the versions, the paperbacks we got was like, it had stills from the 2 Towers on it.
Yeah.
So like Fellowship had like Frodo getting like grabbed, and another one had like Aragorn being like on it. But it was all from the 2 Towers though, so it was like, huh.
I also got 5 Harry Potter books.
Right on. Which ones?
Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, and the Deathly Hallows.
Forget order and
These were all the ones that were there, but
Half-Blood Prince.
5 books, $5.
that's amazing though.
Yeah.
Were they the hardback version, or even if they were just the paperback?
2 of them were hardback, 3 were paperback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm curious, like which is your favorite like cover of them of the Harry Potter books? Yeah. At least in the US versions, I guess.
Let me look here. Out of the ones I have.
The Sorcerer's Stone is just atrocious. It's like the worst.
He's giving a little. Looks like he's giving a little wave.
He's giving a little wave,
face.
and his like, the art just looks ugly. And then like Dumbledore, I think is supposed to be on the back, and he looks horrible. And
is he?
I think that's what that guy in the purple cloak is. Yeah, I can't think of who else it could be.
Purple cloak.
Yeah, there's like a dude in a purple cloak on that.
No, there isn't, man. Not on mine.
Oh, it's at the paperback?
Yeah.
That's why.
The Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban paperback.
Okay.
Goblet of Fire and Deathly Hallows.
Because, the paperback doesn't have the art on the back of the dust cover on it.
It's probably one of the 2 hardback ones that are the best one. I don't like the faces of the people on the cover, to be honest.
For me, I have a hard time choosing between. Honestly, I like when they went monochrome. Like I like how they did the monochrome thing in Order and Half-Blood Prince. Just
Oh God.
What?
Oh. The cough drop just slipped down my throat.
I hate it when that happens. You have like that little like mini heart attack. You're like, ah.
Yeah, I almost died, so.
Oh.
No big deal.
Me and a friend were actually talking about that. Like, what would happen if we just.
Yeah, we die. There's
No. I mean, what would happen if like, or how depressing it would be if like one of us started like just choking on the other end of a Skype call, and we're like, well, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you gotta sit down and wait. Hope for the best. Cross your fingers, because they're screwed if they're in a room by themselves.
Yeah.
Just be like, sorry, buddy. Got you on the recording at least.
Hey, we got you on the recording. Sorry, you're
Corrupted.
dead.
Corrupted. Lost the episode.
Sorry, you're dead. You're dead to me.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, yard sale. Yes.
Yeah, cool. I think I'd probably say Half-Blood Prince is my favorite cover. It just has a lot of really good detail on it. So it's good stuff.
I have to look.
Yeah.
No.
The back
yeah, I
is
like
actually
that.
yeah. It's got Harry and Dumbledore on the cover. And then the back is really great too because it has everyone outside Hogwarts, with Ron and Hermione being highlighted specifically. But I like that one a lot too. So or that part of it. The Deathly Hallows is really good too, though, because Harry's doing a Legend of Zelda pose.
Yeah.
For something that you can't see. So.
All right. So, do you
Yeah.
not want me to talk about games?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do games.
All right. Well, mine are pretty easy to get through. Just talk about like stuff I got too, because I didn't get that much. I mean, it's kind of much for me. It's always a combination of my brother getting a bunch of stuff and me getting some stuff. My brother got me One Piece Romance Dawn on the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I heard it was just awful.
But I appreciate it. Appreciate it though.
It had a very limited supply, didn't it? Like very limited physical run.
I think so. It's got a nice slipcover on though. It's a nice cover. It's like all shiny and slipcovery, but the inside, it's like so impossible to slide it out because it's got like the stickiness, like the residue in front of it. So the slipcover sticks to it and it won't come out. So I may never be able to play the game again.
Really?
No. I mean, I got the game out at least. I might not be able to open it ever again though. The case.
That's weird. But I just heard the game was disappointingly horrible.
Yeah, because it was just like it was dungeon crawler, but it was just so boring.
Yeah.
You just kept running and fighting enemies like the same exact way. Nothing was happening. I didn't play that much of it, but
so yeah, that doesn't really make sense for me for like a One Piece game. Like
No,
it should be like an action game. You should be like going around and swashbuckling.
have you
and,
played
like,
any One Piece games before?
No, but I just one of my best friends at school is absolutely obsessed with One Piece though. So like I know more than I think I probably think I know about it. Because like I try to tune it out when he's talking about it because he can go on for like an hour or more just talking about stuff that I'm just like, please stop talking. But yeah. I personally don't have any interest in One Piece specifically. I mean, like, I'll watch One Piece, and I think it's kind of interesting, but like, I can't get into it for whatever reason.
Yeah, I have all three GameCube One Piece games, and I have One Piece Unlimited Adventure on the Wii, which that's actually kind of rare now. It's like $80.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
There's gonna be a. He's like, license game, that much money. That is kind of a lot for a license game, though.
But
that must have had a limited run too. I feel like.
Yeah.
Not as limited as Romance Dawn, but.
But the ones in the GameCube, I really liked Red Adventure, which is basically what you said. It's an action game.
Yeah.
And then you can like go through the stories, different characters, and there's different like you travel along the map and do different goals. That one was pretty cool. But One Piece Grand Battle was before that, and it was basically just the action part, not like really any story to it.
Is that a fighting game or?
Yeah, it's like a weird type of fighting game where it's like you just you can roam around in a limited area.
Oh, okay.
And you can like hit them. You can still use like certain moves and stuff like a fighting game, but. And they also had One Piece Pirates Carnival, which was basically a Mario Party One Piece. Wasn't very good, but it was a nice attempt. Yes. One
I heard there's a.
Piece, yeah.
Oh, well, just keep going.
One Piece Unlimited Adventure was pretty good. It looked really good. I never got to play that much of it. Like, 'cause there's a certain point where there's not much going on. You're just kind of roaming around. You have to find like there's like these certain orbs you have to find to progress the story, which there wasn't that much of. But I need to get like watch more of the anime. I have a couple of the DVDs I still need to get through, but there's like these new characters that I don't know who they are. So there's like
I like One Piece.
the skeleton guy came out of
Oh,
nowhere. I don't know who it is. So
Oh yeah, yeah, he's the. Oh man, Dubs would kill me for not knowing this, for not knowing his name. um, I don't know, I don't remember, but yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
like
Though.
I didn't get that far. There was like two characters didn't get far enough to see yet. It was that one and the dude with the huge arms. Like completely
With the
disproportional arms.
with the three chins.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Are there three chins? He's got like he's got blue hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's I'm trying to think of. It's the shipwright, I think.
He's in the One Piece Unlimited Adventure game. But
yeah, well, I mean, if you don't even remember who the skeleton guy is, then you haven't even gotten close to the time skip. Then
no, I haven't. I haven't watched that much. I liked what I saw, but I was like, just wanted to get the DVDs. No, I just have to. I have another season that I can get through, and I have one of the movies too.
Oh, I've heard those. In the words of my friend Dubs, the One Piece movies, at least the first ones, are dog shit.
Nice. Well,
that's what he says about
I'll
them.
see.
They're just complete and utter.
I feel like a lot of anime movies are like based on television series at least.
Some of them aren't that good. I mean, some Dragon Ball ones are really good, but some of them are also really
Some of the
bad.
Dragon Ball Z ones are pretty bad, I think, in comparison to the whole series. Like,
Yeah,
I wasn't a huge fan of how they did, like the return of Cooler and stuff like that.
Some of that stuff wasn't very good.
There was like a meta Cooler. They kind of like poured out the whole Cooler thing. There was like 3 movies based on that.
There was
I think
the first.
There's only 2 Cooler movies.
Yeah, there's three. There's 3 Broly movies.
It was the Broly one that kind of.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, Return of Broly, and then Bio Broly.
Bio Broly was stupid.
Yeah, I heard that was just absolutely.
Like there was no point in him coming back after that second one.
Yeah, I heard the first 2 were great, but
yeah,
I saw the
third one was just garbage.
I think I've seen every movie, every episode.
I mean, I love Broly is hilarious just because he's voiced by Vic Mignogna and Vic's just going crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Broly's an interesting character, but it's like so weird to watch the movies because it's like it takes you out of like the timeline for a second. It's like
trying
to think about where they're taking place.
Yeah, because they're not technically canon, really. So, like, it's weird because they try to fit them in and they do a decent job, kind of doing it. But
like, they randomly have to fight Broly, like
it's like
in the middle of like they just go and get their butts kicked first, and Vegeta comes like, "Yeah, I'll fight him." Gets his butt kicked too, and everyone gets butt kicked.
And then everyone power levels.
And then in Bio Broly, there was Goten and Trunks had to fight him a little bit. That wasn't very nice.
Oh man.
I really want to go back and watch through them again though, because I've seen everything, but like I find that I'm forgetting a lot of the details and stuff.
Battle of the Gods is getting a limited release here in the States.
I need to see that still too.
And it was very well received in Japan. So
nice.
So I think it was the first Dragon Ball movie in over 10 or 15 years or something like that.
Do you remember the rumor like a long
Maybe it's
time
10.
ago?
10 years.
It was I think it was like last year or 2 years ago that they were going to do another Dragon Ball series.
I knew
I
that
heard
they
that
had.
rumor. Yeah.
I knew that they had continued production about a year or two ago with the second Dragon Ball, like with the continuation of Dragon Ball Z Kai,
Uh, hmm. What is
which
that
they
like?
have.
Is
That's
that
actually
like?
started again.
Is that like just you mean the older episodes doing the newer ones again? Like
So
redoing them?
basically, yeah. So like what Dragon Ball Z Kai did was
Yeah.
right,
Is it you mean?
catch
Did
up
they
with.
just not? They didn't finish it yet? Like all Dragon Ball Z?
They hadn't finished all of it, no,
Um,
because the Toho earthquake happened. Their first production finished, and yeah, so they sort of went on hiatus for a while, but
but I remember hearing
they've
an
they've actually come out with those episodes. So they're doing the Boo saga now, or all the Boo
okay,
stuff.
yeah.
So once that's done, then Dragon Ball Kai will be done. But that's actually started up again. They've been airing it in Japan. So
But yeah, I remember there was an interview from Akira Toriyama who saying that it's possible they'll make another Dragon Ball Z series, which takes place between there's like I think it was around where the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods one was, but there was like a skip. There was a certain hole in the plot, like certain amount of time. I forget where it was.
hmm.
Um,
During one of the training periods, maybe, or
yeah,
travel
I think
periods.
so. There was like still room to put stuff in. It was,
Yeah. Huh, I could still cram
yeah,
things
I
in.
know. Cram things into random places because it's like,
Oh,
wow,
you mean
Dragon Ball
the
Z is still doing successful up until now, and we haven't had any episodes all the
Yeah.
time. So, doing something wrong here.
It's
Um,
still it continues to be very popular.
did you see Dragon Ball? Have you seen Dragon Ball GT before?
I saw part of it and I was like, this is one of the worst
Oh, I think you
things
said that actually.
I've ever seen in my life. I hate it. I think, I mean, Akira Toriyama doesn't even like it, so
Yeah, well, you saw only a few of the episodes, right?
well, yeah. But it's like, how many episodes do I have to see before I start liking it?
Oh, I didn't. I know it's definitely the worst of the three, but I didn't think it's as
By a
bad
lot.
as I don't think it's as bad as most people say, though.
No, it's pretty bad.
I mean,
I mean, when a D-list villain that you forgot about from Dragon Ball One, like comes in and is like, I'm gonna make this happen at the first episode, and it's like, why is this happening?
you could have just killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's the whole point is that he's stupid. He's a stupid villain.
Yeah, but it's just dumb.
But I saw all those episodes. There's only 64 of them, so
Of GT?
yeah. But and then Dragon Ball Z had like a million.
Yeah, billions.
Comparison. Billions, yeah. I think it's in the billions now.
Billions. Yeah, the billions. I think. Yeah, it's still going actually.
Wow.
They're releasing an episode a second. It's pretty amazing.
There's 167 episodes of Dragon Ball Z.
Of Dragon Ball Z, there's got to be more than that.
167.
There has to be. There.
Just Dragon Ball Z. There's 153 Dragon Ball.
There has to be more from that for Z. There has to be.
But have I been living a lie? Maybe there's.
Dragon Ball Z episodes. Let's see.
291?
Yes, that's more like it. Yeah, 291.
I was looking at that.
There's going to be
I was looking
100.
at, oh, that was Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Kai.
Kai will have 160 episodes in completion. It
291.
ended
Yeah.
its original run with about 90. And so the rest of it is just going to be all the Boo stuff
Boo.
because there's a lot of sub segments of that.
We're an hour into this episode.
No, we're not. We
We're
didn't
an hour into
start.
this call.
We're an hour into this call. Yeah, we're probably only like a half an hour into the episode.
Fine.
Yep.
In any case,
So
Pegasus.
that was no what? No, I said one game.
Oh yeah, you only said one game.
And that's how it started.
Wow, that's an amazing sidetrack right there.
And there was episode 3 of The Walking Dead Season 2, the video game. That
Yeah.
came out. I beat
How's
it.
that? Yeah, was it good?
Oh, damn, I need
Yeah, it
to
was
play
good.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the physical. They're coming out with that supposedly again. So
Yeah, they are. Confirmed.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait till they all come out
But, you know, I'm going to
so I
buy...
can just binge on them.
You know, I'm going to buy the physical version too, though. So I've put in way too much money.
Well, I don't have any room on my hard drive right now, so
So let's see, I'll put in like $25 for The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us each from the digital versions, and then it'll probably be like $30-40 physical. I don't know if they said prices or not.
The Wolf Among Us.
So there's that.
Hmm.
The Walking Dead was good. The episode 3 actually was probably my favorite so far the second season, but actually that was pretty emotional. That one.
Is there a dog?
Yeah.
Zach, are you gonna go? Are you gonna shut your dog up? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, let me just go kick him real quick. And then my brother came home one day and he had Jeopardy on the Wii U.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, that's a game changer. That's a system seller right there.
We played that and we faced off. It was a legendary matchup. Half of the time spent sitting there because we didn't know the answers, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's basically Jeopardy, but
this
Yep.
is the only month that starts with Feb. Mr. Connery, Febtober.
yeah. But it was just crazy because it's like there were some that were like really good for me. It was like I was losing so much in the beginning of the one that I think I ended up winning against my brother. But then there was one that was prefixes, and I just like I sped through them. It was like just the definitions of them, and that got me a bunch of points. There was the ones that like those, but then there was an entire category dedicated to Nicaragua.
What?
Yeah, I know nothing about that country.
So we just sat through. Occasionally, the computer player would guess.
You're like, is it this?
Yes,
Wait,
good job.
wait, does Alex Trebek voice in it?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you'd be like,
Nice.
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's incorrect. Da, da, da.
But yeah, I got some pretty good ones. Like
Mm.
I get usually the history ones, but and obviously the English ones. But I don't know like there's like science questions and I'm screwed in science.
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Yeah. And he also got Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U edition.
Fun.
Oh, rock on.
It's pretty good.
That's with like the item version. They have like that
Yeah, there
item.
was a certain mode that was weird.
It looks like a weird mode.
It was pretty like you could tell it was gimmicky.
Yeah.
You could tell Nintendo probably like told them to put that in there, but because they didn't really add that much to it. It was just an extra mode they had in there. But
Aren't there alternate costumes with like the different characters and stuff
yeah, I
though?
think so.
Like, yeah.
There's like 66 characters in that game.
Really?
Yeah,
I played like Tekken.
Well,
Let's see,
it's a lot of
I think
characters.
Tekken 4, and I don't think there were more than like 30 characters. But
Yeah.
that is kind of a lot.
Yeah, it's so weird though because like the game doesn't have like any context to it, and I haven't played any of the other ones. So there's just like all these random fighters. There's a bear, and then there's a wooden dude.
Yeah, Kuma.
Yeah, and then
Kuma is
there's like a panda bear in there too. Or something.
oh, okay. Kuma is I think Xiao Yu's pet bear.
Definitely.
Okay, that one I vaguely remember from Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, in that one, Kuma's tag team partner was Heihachi for some reason. I don't really understand that, but
There was a kangaroo boxer in there. That was interesting.
oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
But it was so weird because I played like the story mode, but there wasn't any. It was skipping the story they had, but I don't think there was that much. But until the end,
It's yeah. Tekken's not really. It doesn't really have a. It's like Street Fighter when it comes to
most fighting
story.
games don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just all I saw was the ending cutscenes, and nothing made sense. Like I forget they were like the kangaroo just hopped into like this. There was like a family eating dinner. He hopped in there, made like a weird face. I forget what exactly happened, and then he just walked out.
Well, is it like? See, because the way like Dead or Alive did the story mode, at least in 4, the story mode in Dead or Alive 4 was like you would finish, you play through arcade mode with one character, and then it would just unlock a bonus movie at the end, kind of thing. And
Kind of like that.
that kind of just that's basically what it is. It's like okay, so you played their story, whatever for this time around. In some cases, you kind of had to fill in the blanks, be like, okay, so like they didn't win the Dead or Alive tournament or whatever, and they went and decided to, like in Tina's case, it's like, okay, so she was fighting again, but she lost in the tournament, so she decided to become a rocker chick for some reason. Okay. Um, then some of them are just like really, really random. That's where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, Lei Fang is like going to school, and she's on public transit, and some old Japanese man, the train had to like went through some turbulence, and an old Japanese man accidentally fondled her boob, and so she beat him up.
Oh. Yeah, the kangaroo just went into the house. I think it was like his old family eating dinner, and then he walked out and got the door slammed on him. I don't know why. I don't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Forget it though, because I remember it was good. But yeah, that's The Walking Dead season 2, episode 3, Jeopardy, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Oh, and then I started just getting like in a fighting game mode, so I went and I beat Injustice God is Among Us, and I beat Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
Very cool. Injustice is an amazing game. I love that game.
Yeah, I didn't actually pay attention to the story in that, so
And that's really funny because that's one of the ones that's like worth paying
I
attention
know.
to.
Apparently, everyone scolded me on Facebook, so
Well, it's one of the
I
rare
don't.
because like it's
It's
well it's
like
because
when I go to play a fighting game, I'm not gonna care about story though.
no, but the difference here is that these are comic book characters and everyone loves comic stories. So,
Yeah, I don't love them that much, to be honest. But
well, you're just a noob. No,
comic
you're
books,
obviously
comic book stories are
totally.
overrated. Every movie that comes out now is comic book.
Um, okay, don't equate the movie with a comic book. First of all, um,
Um, um,
be really careful there.
they're highly acclaimed movies
No, not all the time,
most of
actually.
the time.
If you call like mid-range approval rating highly acclaimed, then okay.
Well, I mean, I really hate Rotten Tomatoes and those sites. They're never accurate to what
Th-
I actually
th-
think. But
well, no, but they're gauging general reaction to it.
no,
They're not gauging you specifically.
critics are cynics, and that's not okay.
Yeah, okay.
They're too cynical nowadays.
Really? Because like some of them do actually get acclaim. Like you just said they all get acclaim, and I was like, no, some of them aren't
Yeah, I mean the
so
comic
much.
books, but I mean in general, critics are too
Oh no,
cynical.
general critics even give them like sometimes those have like 70,
You know,
80%.
in general for
Stuff.
movies,
Critics
movies
are
in
more
general, critics are too cynical.
no, not really.
Yeah,
I mean like
people can't. You're probably too cynical too. People can't enjoy a good movie nowadays. Like I saw A Million Ways to Die in the West, and I
mhm.
enjoyed that movie, but it got like what, like a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I just had to feel bad about myself.
Well, okay, there's certain things you need to understand about movie reviewing, and that's not that it's a more refined art than game reviewing. So n-
No.
saying a movie is bad in one instance doesn't preclude it from being watched. So when you say a game is bad, that just kind of makes you want to shy away from it altogether. When you say a movie is bad, you're like, well, I'll give it a shot anyways, kind of thing. You know, it's like,
Yeah, but
but a
this
lot
is
of time
annoying because
when games get like like ravaged like that, though, it's like, generally there's a pretty distinct sign that yeah, this game's probably really bad. Case in point, like Aliens Colonial Marines, that's like threes across the board kind of thing, threes and fives. So it's like that game is just a piece of garbage and nobody should play it. But like there like some of the I'm trying to think of like the second two Pirates movies
yeah,
aren't great movies by any means. Like they deserve the like 40% and 50% that
I
they got
enjoy
or
them though.
whatever it was. But they're fun movies and they're really really fun to watch and I love them. But they're not great
Just like
movies.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I watched. I think the only one of that I've watched. I think it was six, Fast Six. Maybe it was Fast Five. I don't remember. It was one of them. It's
Hmm.
the one that ends and then is like, oh, this is where Fast Tokyo Drift or whatever left off. Like it was that the
Yeah,
way that
yeah,
ended.
yeah.
So I think that was six, I guess. But and yeah, like really stupid, just bad movie. But I had so much fun watching it. Like it was fun.
Yeah,
So
I have.
there is kind of a difference where I can be like, okay, like this movie's like just not good. It's not really it's dumb. Its plot is really it's interesting, but it's like characters aren't developed and they all act wooden and all that jazz. But like the movie can still be really enjoyable though. Like and I think that's game reviewing has a long way to come to be anywhere like movies. And I think I think also the difference between them is just the interactivity of a game as a that in and of itself, like, is it fun to play? Because if it's not fun to play, but like even then, well, you're obviously not going to want to have much to do with it at
The
all.
same thing can be done
Um,
with games though too.
that's what, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that about games. I mean, you can say that
I
about a
don't think
movie,
it's that different though.
but like, but a movie is a more passive experience. You can just like turn on like a movie that's bad and have fun with it.
Yeah, but then
Like,
there's also the thing that a video game is interactive in that you can play it the way you want to play it. So
yeah, to an
one
extent,
person's going to
some.
enjoy it a lot more than another person.
I mean, yes, it's ultimately a subjective thing, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is that movie reviewing has been around just for a much longer period of time, and biases towards all kinds of different things. Those are like they're not perfect, obviously, but like they've done a lot more. There's been a lot more time refining um, that sort of the sort of art of movies. Studying the art of movies. I mean, there's whole. There have been game design schools are relatively new. Stuff talking about the art of film has been around since like the 50s or the 60s. So it's or longer before that. So it's yeah. So there's a little bit I think comes with age. I think, and that's why I'm not so like I give a little bit more credence to film reviews than I do to game reviews. Because game reviews, I really like. I just kind of have an interest, like, oh, I wonder what this game got. Because, like, honestly, if I'm interested in it, I'm gonna buy it regardless of what people say about it. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, Sonic Lost World, I got anyway.
hmm,
Got bad reviews pretty much.
yeah, yeah. Movie,
I'm look.
that's a little bit different because, like, I was kind of like some friends of mine actually went to see A Million Ways to Die in the West,
Hmm.
and I was kind of interested in it. But the thing is that it didn't get reviewed well, and I kind of read the reasons why. I read the reasons why. I didn't just see a review, but I read some of the reviews and saw like what people were saying about it, and
Yeah,
that kind of made me maybe I'll hold off till a DVD release where I can watch it for free, basically. So
yeah, that's
um,
fair. It's a really specific type of humor.
yeah, because like I was really interested in Ted, and Ted looked really funny, but this was not. It wasn't received as well as Ted was. Ted was actually pretty well received, and
Yeah,
And
um,
Ted is funny.
Yeah, and I mean, I heard this is funny too, but it's just I've heard it's very, very slow, and it takes like a half hour to
Yeah,
really get going.
a
Um,
little bit,
you
but
know, well, see the thing that I wow, we're getting on this whole movie discussion. It's interesting. One of my things is like a comedy has to be really, really, really good in order to just to sustain my attention for 2 hours.
mm,
Um, it's um, like I'm trying to think of. I can't like I honestly can't think of many comedy films that I've really enjoyed that have gone over that. I mean, Hangover is probably over 2 hours long, but that was an exceptionally, at least the first one was an exceptionally funny film. Um, really, really stand out.
yeah. See, I liked Hangover, but then I also didn't like that as much as most people did. But
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but like I did enjoy it, yeah, quite a bit, and I could appreciate what it was. And there's apparently a 2014 film called Hangover, not The Hangover, but just Hangover.
wow, great. That's not confusing.
God.
Um,
But the thing with A Million Ways to Die in the West is that there were definitely some parts where it was awkward, it was like awkwardly unfunny at a couple
mhm,
parts. Like you could tell they were trying to force the joke,
yeah,
but it was like it was just kind of like there was dead air even like during the movie,
yeah.
'cause no one was saying anything after the joke.
No, I guess The Hangover was
But
100 minutes. Was
but
100 minutes.
overall, there's like it was my type of humor because it's just like a lot of times it's really stupid stuff they said, but it's just the way they you execute it.
Hmm.
I think you can. I don't know. There's a mixture of like immature humor and like stupid humor, also with like a lot of really dirty humor too.
Yeah, I mean that's Seth. That's basically Seth MacFarlane in a
Yep.
Yeah,
nutshell.
and Family Guy is I've always thought was awesome, but I think Seth MacFarlane's pretty brilliant though.
Yeah. Well,
He does things.
I'm just trying. What am I?
Oh,
Family Guy has been kind of that's been on kind of hard. Personally, I don't think it's the quality's not there that used to be. I mean, and that's just because MacFarlane's not really writing any of the episodes anymore. Um,
mm,
he's kind of given creative control over to other people, and I think that I mean it's telling when he's like, "I wish the show would die. I wish people would let it die," kind of thing. That's a little bit telling, but
Yeah.
I will
I don't
say
know.
that
Well, it's still popular, so
It
I
is
still
still,
think Family Guy's funny. They still have
yeah.
some good episodes. Like the one I think is from season 10, that Back to the Pilot one.
That was yeah. There are strokes of genius in there. There
Yeah.
are really really good episodes still to be had, but I like it's almost like it's I don't know. I feel like it's outlived its usefulness in a way. I mean, like it. I kind of want it to die. Make way for because one show that I started watching at school that I love so much is Bob's Burgers. Um, that show is hilarious. Have either of you guys seen any of Bob's Burgers?
I haven't seen it. I've heard of it though.
It's very very funny. I like it a lot. I think it does. I don't know. It's it's kind of like I guess in between sort of like Simpsons and Family Guy in terms of like. So I guess it would be like Futurama level. Yeah, okay, we'll go there. In terms of like, raunchiness, I guess you could say. But like, it just the characters all have like, very. I don't know. They're all just really really charming and like all of them in every way, um, or in their own unique ways. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I don't know. They just do a really really good job with all
Which
of them.
show is this? Which show is
But
this? I dropped out of the call randomly.
Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even. Wow.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But
um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really good and it's very funny.
alright, so I'm looking at the top scores of Metacritic for movies.
Yeah. What do they say?
Interesting. The Wizard of Oz has a perfect score.
wait,
One
wait, wait, wait,
hundo.
wait. Wait a sec. Metacritic
A one
top
hundo for
film.
1939. The Wizard of Oz film.
Highest rated movies. Highest rated movies. And this is by. Oh, this is like all time. I'm not saying last 90 days. Get that out of my face. All time. Lawrence of Arabia has 100. The re-release. Boy, look at all these that have 100. The
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
That's definitely not 100.
Yeah.
I understand.
That's also probably going by universal acclaim based on 4 movie critics.
Oh, nice. Wizard of Oz?
Mm-hmm.
Because it
4
was
critics, yo.
1939. That's
Four,
cool.
no. I think that was the re-release. This says
No.
4 critics,
No, it
and
says
all of the
1939, literally, though.
no. I mean, the reviews are all from February 16th, 2011.
Why do they have, huh. It says release date 1998 there. But
Yeah, there have been re-releases of the Wizard
why
of
is it in
Oz
parentheses 1939?
because that was when the film originally came out.
Yeah, but why would they have that there?
Because I don't know, this site doesn't make any sense.
Alright, but, I still need to see 12 Years a Slave. That's got a 97.
Oh, I've heard that's amazing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see that.
Ratatouille got a 96.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
Gravity 96, Zero Dark 30 got a 95. These are all movies. The Social Network got a 95.
Yeah, it did very well critically.
E.T.
That is a great movie.
Pulp Fiction. I actually have that movie and still need to watch it.
Dude, do it. Pulp Fiction.
Wall-E got a 94. Lord of the Rings got a 94.
Which Lord of the Rings? Return?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fellowship got a 92. It's up here.
Toy Story 92. Toy Story 3.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 91. Star Wars Episode 4, 91. Yeah, man.
I was looking at like the top animated or like the top grossing movies of all time. It was grossing or the box office, something like that.
Top grossing films of all time.
Yeah.
Number one's Avatar still.
Oh, is it?
Yes. That made over
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, yeah.
$3 or $4 billion. That's never good. That's
Yeah,
like
you're right.
that's not going to be unseated because it was
James Cameron beat his own record.
yeah. Well, it was playing in theaters for like over a year after it first came out.
Yeah, I
Like,
was amazed. Frozen got number 5 of all time.
yeah, Frozen overcame Toy Story 3 to become the highest grossing animated film of all time. That's still playing in theaters for crying out loud.
It's crazy though. Avatar, Titanic, The Avengers, number 3.
Yeah, the Avengers did very well foreign had really good foreign numbers
Harry
as well as
Potter,
here. So
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Frozen, Iron Man 3, Transformers, Dark of the Moon.
indeed.
Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Skyfall, The Dark Knight Rises, Pirates of the Caribbean. Toy Story 3, another Pirates of the Caribbean. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park 1?
Yeah.
Realize how impressive that is when you realize that all of those other films came out post 2000. So inflation. So and those are all have inflation in there. So that's actually pretty impressive that that's that high.
I really like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I've got all 3 of them.
Jurassic Park is frightening in the
Alright,
dark.
anyways.
Man,
No,
super
this is
sidetrack.
going horribly wrong, to be honest, because
Because we haven't done
you know how much stuff we were supposed to do?
a lot, I guess. I
Alright,
don't
I'm
know.
just a speed run. We got...
Aren't you done games? Didn't
No,
you
I'm
finish
not.
games? You said this was going to be short. And we got sidetracked
Yeah,
so
because
much.
it gets sidetracked.
Again!
It had nothing to do with games the whole time.
Yeah, we started talking about movies and
Where'd that come from, even? Injustice.
that's where it came. That is where it came from.
Okay.
Okay.
Mario Kart 8.
Woo!
That's not worth mentioning.
No, not at all.
20 hours after, like, 2 days after the first weekend, I think.
Wow.
Of course! On that one, I was trying to find the stupid sound
So
effect.
awesome, but I've been playing on a lot of streams with Dinky Dana. That's
Oh,
been
yeah?
really
That's really-
enjoyable.
That's cool.
That's a lot of fun. The online like tournament system is really annoying though, so we had to like do like friends only matches. It was really annoying to set up.
Mm,
But
that's too bad.
the battle mode's not good, but the game is awesome.
The battle mode is not good.
No, because it's just they're like tracks. They don't have their own tracks for battle mode anymore. It's actually just the normal race tracks, but modified for battle.
That's really weird.
Wow.
So like some of them are excessively long, so you'll just find yourself racing. You basically be racing around until you happen to find someone, and then you get like a chance to attack them. And if you miss, you have to keep racing around. Hope you find.
But you can't turn around.
You can turn around, but it's just like really long, so it'll take forever to find people.
That's
Space.
so
Wow.
that's so weird. That's like that sounded to me like it was like an idea they had. And they're like, well, let's just go with it, and then it didn't really turn out.
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
literally like one of the only complaints that people have had in general of the game is the battle mode.
Hmm.
But like I've never been a huge fan of battle mode to begin with, but
Yeah, really, me neither. It's all about the.
they botched it up though.
It's too bad.
The races are so awesome that the tracks are some of the best they've ever had.
I will. Yeah. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit, but I would, from my limited experience with the game, I would completely agree with you. Actually.
Yeah. They did so much right with that. But then also with that, you get a free game between New Super Mario Bros. U, Wind Waker HD, um, Wii Party U. There's one other one for America at least. I forget what it was. Pikmin 3. These were the ones for America, and then also Europe had Monster Hunter Ultimate.
Hmm.
I don't know why they didn't give that to America, because that's probably the one I would have gotten, but since we already have all the other ones, we just ended up getting Wii Party U. We haven't played it yet,
Woohoo!
but
We party you.
I don't know, it might be fun. I was interested in the Wii Party for a while, never played that. But
Hmm.
I also got I haven't played it yet, but for one day, someone in the forums I noticed in the shop box, they said that Sniper Elite V2 was free on Steam for a day. So I got that.
Okay.
Oh, that game's fun.
Yeah, I've
I
heard.
know like nothing about it. No, I don't even know if I've heard of it before.
Oh,
Honestly.
I've heard good things, but
Well, good. You should.
well,
Well, good. You better play it then. Come on
yeah.
now.
And then I got the Wolf Among Us episode 4 in sheep's clothing.
The walking wolf among us.
Yeah,
The
Tales
Walking
from
Wolf.
Tales from the walking wolf
the Wolf
among
Among
us
Us.
from the future or to the future.
Wolf Among Us is good. It's really good.
Mm.
Telltale's like one of my favorite developers now. All of a sudden, I want to go back and get their Back to the Future and Jurassic Park games still. Even though I heard Jurassic Park's not that good, and Back to the Future was kind of mixed, but
My cat's at the window. I
I
better
still
go
want to get them.
I'll go let him in. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
But
Alright.
keep going. Just keep going. Keep trucking along.
Yeah.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good.
Yeah. So the Telltale games in general, I've just been really fascinated with, and they have a couple new games coming out this year. The Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones are coming out.
Oh, that's right. They're doing a Borderlands one.
Yeah, that one's gonna be awesome. Like I wasn't that when playing Borderlands, I wasn't that really interested in the story, to be honest. It didn't seem that interesting while playing it, but I can imagine they could make a good story for it.
Hmm.
And Game of Thrones is my favorite TV series of all time right now, so I'll definitely be getting that. There's another Game of Thrones game out that I wanted to try, even though I heard it's terrible, but
It's now like on a 360.
yeah, I heard it was terrible, but I'd still like to get it sometime. I'm sure the Telltale game will do it justice, at least. And then my brother got me Rayman 3D on the 3DS. That was one of the launch titles.
Oh yeah, that's the remake of Rayman 2, I believe.
Yeah. It was like $5, I think he said.
It's fun.
He found. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think I have Rayman 2 on the PS2. It was I think like a remake or something. It's called Rayman Revolution.
Hmm.
And then I have Rayman 2: The Grayscape on PC.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought that and Sonic 3D Blast on PC. It was like a buy one get one free deal.
Hmm.
So usually I don't collect PC games,
The,
but
the only
Sonic
Rayman,
3D's, huh?
the only Rayman I ever played aside for like the Raving Rabbids one, and well, it was Rayman Origins, and I played Rayman 3 on GameCube a long time ago.
Oh yeah, Rayman 3. That one I've beaten. I've beaten Rayman 2. I have not beaten the first Rayman.
Hmm.
It's brutal.
Yeah. And my brother also got Skyrim,
Oh boy.
finally. I actually am excited to play that, though.
Oh
It's like
geez.
my type of game. I don't know why I could never get into Oblivion. Like, I just kept going and stealing stuff from people's houses and getting chased away.
Uh
And I kept getting
yeah,
off
just don't,
track. I
when
wouldn't
you're
do
playing
anything with the
Skyrim,
story.
just don't take an arrow to the knee.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I would keep getting distracted and I wouldn't do anything with the story.
Oh god.
And I'd like steal their horses and they'd be chasing after me. Just like to annoy them. It's like what
Oh
I
my.
did with Fable 3 after I finished the game. Except in that game they can't do anything to you because you're the king, so they just kind of die.
Oh, it's the king. Let him go.
Yeah.
It's like with Saints Row 4. There would be points where I just find myself going around collecting shit. Like, cause you have to go through and you have to collect like the fucking orbs, or I can't remember what they're called, but they allow you to upgrade your powers.
Mhm.
Because basically the whole game is there's an alien, you end up, the leader of the Saints becomes the president of the United States. And it's funny because there's like an opening area, or it's like right after the first mission where you're climbing up a fucking rocket and you're trying to dismantle the thing. And then the point when the actual, big, computer simulation thing starts right before right after the alien invasion. But there's a point where you're walking down the hall and this guy comes up to you, he's blabbering on like, oh, you ever heard of filibuster? It's like something about filibuster, and you get the option to either take the high road or take the low road. In other words, whether you're gonna punch him in the mouth or punch him in the dick. I punched him in the dick.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? What is this game?
Saints Row 4.
Oh, okay, that's what I was guessing from
I'm
what I
sure
heard.
everyone did that.
Oh, I don't know how you couldn't do that, actually.
Oh, come on, you get the opportunity to punch a guy right in the dick. Take it. The guy's
I
being a
know,
grade A asshole.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then now the game I got yesterday, launch day for the U.S. Tomodachi Life on the
Mm,
3DS.
mm.
What a legendary video game this is. One that people will remember forever.
If only because of its controversy.
I feel like there's no controversy whatsoever. That's like not something to be controversial. I don't understand it.
Well, I can understand why it was controversial. I just think it ultimately, I don't, like, I see where it's coming from, but at the same time, it's like, why?
It's not fair. They don't do that for every simulation game that comes
Oh,
out.
exactly, that's the thing. It's like, but why?
Harvest Moon, I don't think you have been able to
Yeah,
do that yet.
Harvest Moon, friggin', you can't do
Animal
it in Sims.
Crossing, you can't marry
You've been,
the animals.
yeah, Animal Crossing. Yeah, you can't get your little, your little
Sims, you
raccoon and
can do it in, yeah.
yeah, Sims you can, but you've been able to do that since the beginning, so that's
Yeah. They were
um
they were ahead of their time in both
they were
technology and conceptualizing.
cutting edge.
Yes. But it's really weird. As
It is
most
kind of
people
weird.
say, it's just like the weirdest game Nintendo have made. Is how people describe it. You just like you make Mii's, you put however many Mii's you want. I think there's like a max of maybe, I forget what the max is. Because there's an apartment they go in, so I'm
Hmm.
imagining you can only just fill up the apartment. But that's a lot of Mii's to fill. It would be like 30 at least.
Woo,
And
party.
you have to keep up with, like, you kind of have to like manage them.
Hmm.
People always think I'm talking about Tamagotchi whenever I talk about this.
Yeah, people. Yeah, when I was explaining it to people at school too, I'd be like, no, no,
But it
Tamagotchi.
kind of is Tamagotchis in here. Because you have to feed them, and then they have these foods they start to like, and then you just kind of check in on their little apartments and
So you have to.
keep up with them, and then like
So the Miis are your little pets.
yeah, they'll have little problems. Or they'll be like, I think Luke wants to be friends with me. I don't know what to do. And you just be like, go for it. They're like, okay. In their weird voices. And then, like, if you increase their happiness enough by solving their problems, then they level up and you can give them a certain reward. Like, I have, my me has a Wii U and a 3DS right now.
Hmm.
Those are the two rewards I gave him. So he just plays around with them, and then, like, my brother will be coming over, and then I'll go to my apartment and I'll see them playing. They'll swinging their Wii remotes around, playing some game.
Waggling it up.
Yeah. Then there's like random events that can happen. You can have them like sing songs and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that in commercials and things,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's the funniest thing.
It's like the grating noise.
Yeah,
Them
exactly.
singing.
So it's Justin Bieber then.
Oh my god. But I don't know where it goes from here. 'Cause I know there's still a bunch of stuff I need to unlock, but I really don't know where it goes. It's not really a game, but interesting.
Yeah.
I knew I
I
had
definitely
to
want to
get
pick
it.
it up at some point here.
I knew I had to get it because simulation games are kind of my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are my games.
So is that it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. Mine's actually pretty short too. Um, in yours lasted for like freaking hour.
Yeah,
But mine should be short. Lightning Returns. I'm still playing that sort of.
Lightning McQueen.
It's Lightning McQueen. Yes.
Lightning McQueen returns.
Lightning McQueen Returns. Yes. It's a Cars video game. It's very strange. It's
Dude, Cars on GameCube is quality.
yeah. Okay. I'll take your word for that.
Yeah.
Um, but in any case, I love the game. I really do. But it's just like I can't bring myself to finish it because once I finish it, then the 13 series will be over, and I don't want that to happen. And I know it's going to be very sad for me. So I guess that's kind of what's keeping me from it. That and loads of other games are getting in the way. So um, on 3DS, still I only have two Grand Prix tracks in Mario Kart 7 that are keeping me from being 3-star. Then that's all I'm trying to do, and then I can move on to something else on the 3DS. When I have several games I could play. So I'll probably be hitting up probably Mario and Luigi in that one, the Mario and Luigi game for the 3DS. So and on my PS3. Did I talk about the fact that I got PS3 in here? I think I did, yeah, because our last episode was in mid-April. Um, so on my PS3, I've been playing Super Stardust HD, which is so much fun. Like it's great. I really love that game. I've been playing Braid since I bought Braid again because it was in that huge sale that went on. You know that they had that the Easter weekend sale that went on. Braid was like really cheap, so I picked it up. It was like $1 or something, or a couple bucks. I don't know. It was something really cheap, and so I picked it up. And I've been playing that. I beat it again, but I'm trying to get all the trophies in that, like I did on my version on the 360. So I'm trying to do the speed run, which is I'm having I'm having a harder time than I remember having on the 360 version. But maybe that's just because I go so long without playing it in between. Like sometimes I'll take a couple days and then come back to it. But the thing is like you really need to have it all in your mind so you know, okay, you have to know, like, kind of be thinking ahead of like, okay, so you're like, I need to solve this puzzle in this way next after I finish this one, kind of thing. And I haven't been doing that, so. But in any case, I've been playing that, and Medal of Honor Frontline HD. I picked that up. I was really around Memorial Day. I was really jonesing to play a first-person shooter, or World War II first-person shooter, and I thought what better one would be Medal of Honor Frontline. But I found out that my brother took all of our GameCube controllers for some reason, and now there's absolutely no way we can play the GameCube, which is really not helpful. So yeah. So I downloaded because I knew there was a PS3 version, so I downloaded that. Overall, the PS3 version of it it's okay. The gameplay's still just as, it's a early sixth generation first person shooter, so it's got glitches. Actually, funnily enough, I've encountered way more glitches in this port than I ever did in the original game. There's some like freezing errors which are really strange. Like I don't know what that's all about. Must have been a really bad transfer or something. But yeah, that's really been bothering me. But overall, it's a great game. It's one of my favorite first person shooters ever, actually. And yeah, so I've been really enjoying that. I actually beat the game a couple days ago. I'm going back and trying to trophy hoarding a little bit, trying to get some. I think I'm gonna hold off on two of them. Two of them are well. There's one you get by getting every trophy, but that's the platinum. And
Right.
then, but then there's the last gold is beat the game on hard. And I was having trouble beating the last couple missions on normal. I actually had to switch the difficulty down to easy on the last two levels because,
Oh fuck.
yeah, it got really, really hard. It actually got harder than I remember it being, like a lot harder than I remember it being. Because for the life of me, I would get to this one spot in the second to last level, and there was nothing I could do. Like wasn't giving me. See, this is back in the day when, instead of you crouch to recover health, you had the health packs. So they would run out of health packs, and there would just be guys spawning over and over and over again. And I'm trying to go for like a gold on it. I can't. I have to finish the level with like X amount of health, and then everyone killed, or like 95% of enemies killed. And in this game, it's like, if you got to a certain machine gun post, then more guys would just suddenly appear, and like start swarming you. So you have to activate all of those little hotspots, so to say, in order to get even a silver. Yeah, so it's frustrating. I don't know how I'll ever beat it on hard, but I don't have to get gold to beat it on hard on every level. That's actually what I'm working on now. Is actually I'm going back on easy because why not? I mean, I've already beat most of the game on normal, so
Fuck it.
I figure I can go back and get gold medals on every mission, and then I can do the hard thing. I'll probably do that some other time. I feel like I'll probably put the game down after I get all the medals, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Really haven't been doing a whole tons. Some stuff on my iPod Touch every once in a while, but the Angry Birds Space just had a really big update, and I've been playing that. But yeah, really, other than that, I mean, as far as games go, yeah, not loads. In other news, I mean, I graduated from college.
Nice.
Ooh, I have no celebrating thing. Oh.
You don't have a celebration sound effect. You're like, woohoo!
What? No.
Yes, indeed, I've graduated. That was awesome, whatever that was.
King of the Hill theme.
Yes, I
Oh yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So.
Same. What?
So yeah.
Same here.
You graduated college, man.
Yeah.
Talk about taking the SATs. Yeah.
Cole graduated high school though.
Mm-hmm. He looked like a traffic cone.
Son of a gun. Yeah, he did.
A traffic cone.
It wasn't a good idea, that color they chose.
No, in fact, you could say it was a horrible idea.
Orange, we're different.
Yeah, in high school I was like, what? I was blue, like royal blue,
Mm.
and in college I was black.
Oh, you wish.
Yo, dog. In college I was black. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, moving on.
Right?
I'm trying to think of other things I have. I mean, not tons. I mean, I watched all of Kill la Kill. That was awesome. Attack on Titan has been airing in English, and I've been watching that, and that's been really good. Even though I've already seen the whole series in Japanese. I started work again. I have an all. How do I even put this? I have like a. I'm in. I have a. Not a girlfriend, not even really remotely one, but we're working
Married.
on
Oh.
we're working on that kind of thing. So it's going. So I'm going places as far as that's concerned. So that's nice. I'm drinking Price Chopper brand fruit punch. And
Oh man, turn up.
and
Turn up.
turned down for what?
Wait a minute. Dun, dun, dun. You know there's a website for that?
Have you seen it? No.
There's a turn
Have you
down
seen
for
the-
what button?
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
Have you
just
seen the turn down for
Yeah.
what? Cried Toad as he popped another Molly.
the video?
Yeah, you've seen the video, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that video was life changing. It was
Best thing
pretty,
ever. I like
was-
when the butt smashed on the face,
it was
butt
pretty
bounce.
spectacular.
and when he humped the clothes off the girl, and then when the boobs started coming alive on the.
It was yeah, it was pretty life changing.
Yeah, there's a website that literally just has a turn down for what button on it. Says someone pays to keep it up.
That's
Oh, wow.
awesome.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Oh my god.
That is really entertaining.
It was great quality too.
It is. That was
Great.
really high quality. I was surprised about how good that
It's like-
sounded.
Really intense too.
Yeah,
It's like intense music to play.
yeah. Other than that, I haven't seen any movies recently. I think the last movie I saw in theaters was The Wind Rises. So, yeah, I haven't seen Godzilla yet. I want to go do
I
that.
haven't either.
I want to go do that
Oh,
soon.
I also saw X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Oh yeah, was that good?
Yes, it
I've-
was.
I've heard good stuff about it. So
Yeah.
that's
See, I
good.
never
I'm glad-
know with those types of movies either. It's like half the time they like it and half the time they don't. So I was expecting to
Who's-
get out of the movie liking it, and then everyone would be
who's-
hating it. But
Who's they?
oh, the public.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
expected
impossible.
everyone to be hating it, but then everyone loved it. I was like, okay.
I have a
Just-
friend who's like super into comic books. He's also a movie fan too, though. Like he's a huge movie guy, so like he has a nice tempered opinion when it comes to it. Where he's like, yeah, so they were trying to adapt this story arc, and they veered away from it, but they did it in a way that was really good. You know, he'll basically come at it like they did it in a way that made it as a good movie kind of thing. Like he'll come at it like a way that's like maybe as like not a great adaptation of the comic book, but it was a good movie. Like he'll come at it from that sort of angle,
Mm.
you know. So with things like that, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Pegasus.
All right.
Be quick about it.
Yeah, be quick like me.
about it.
I'd zip through that in like 10 minutes.
I'll breeze over my list here
Oh, we never got to
because
talk
a lot of
about.
the stuff is.
Whoa.
Do we ever get to talk about the GameCube controller Wii U Smash Bros. Thing?
No, but that's
No.
news, and we can
We're not doing news. We're just throwing that in there.
just throwing
Okay.
it
I only got one thing to say. Shut up and take my money.
about the. Yeah, I know it's pretty. I mean, like, I was talking about it with a friend of mine, and I kind of like, in one respect, I kind of am a little salty about it. Just in the essence of like, it feels like, I mean, like, well, think about it. Like, it almost feels like they don't have enough faith in their own, like,
Yeah, well,
in their own controllers. Like, the Wii U Pro controller is great, and like you can play I'm sure you could play Smash Brothers just fine with that thing. Um,
yeah.
Heck, even with the gamepad, like it's still the same controller. It's just a little bit, it's bigger. You get a screen in the middle,
Yeah.
but but like it's not like it's uncomfortable. And like, if you didn't want to play with a gamepad, just play with a Pro controller. But like, I don't know. It's like, in one respect, it's like, oh, that's really cool because now I can play with GameCube controller like old times. But at the same time, it's almost like, did you really have to do that? Can't we just use
I
the
think
controllers you have for the system already? That's what I mean. It feels like they don't have faith in their own hardware for their system.
Yeah, but I think it was smart though, because there's so many hardcores that like literally the only thing that they've ever known Smash Bros. From is the GameCube controller, and that's all they play with.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
I think that's stupid because it's like, it shouldn't matter. It's not a fight stick as opposed to a controller. Like, it shouldn't make that much of a
But you
difference.
do get used to it. It's like it becomes
Yeah,
a way of life.
kinda. I mean,
Like
like,
at some point, it actually becomes part of you.
I think people are a little too. I think it's a little too much. Oh, it's the controller. Like, I have to do the GameCube controller. It's like, I can understand, like, I have to use the GameCube controller as opposed to using like the Wii remote and nunchuck because that's completely different, and like, of course there's a difference
Yeah.
there. But we're talking about two different gamepads. Like, it shouldn't make that big a difference with those.
I think they'll get more people this way though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's smart for sure, but I don't
So many
know,
people
like,
will buy it too.
yeah, that's true.
And
Come
if
to
they
think of
have
it,
like a
honestly,
special,
I'd probably honestly pick
if
it
they
up.
have a
But like,
special edition Smash Bros. GameCube controller too, for
I
like a
want them to do
bundle,
that. That'd be amazing. I'd love them so much if they did that.
yeah.
But like, I mean, see, I think it's great, but I also just, I don't know. There's just something about it rubs me the wrong way too. But I don't know. I think ultimately it's a good thing, I guess. You know,
Mhm.
they're thinking about us in a way, and of course their pockets.
Eh,
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
they're just slowly trying to show recognition for like the competitive players, I guess,
yeah.
for glory,
For I don't remember the other one.
for
For
fun.
fun,
Yeah.
for fun, just for fun, man, yo, just for fun.
Yeah. You
Play
get
that
these like
Smash Brothers all up in there. Play that Greninja, yo. Playing Greninja, all
like
just for fun,
like
just for fun.
I love Smash Bros. And how like the strategies to it, but it annoys me that there are like these Smash Bros. Elitists that are like, oh, no items, no items ever. There's like someone who said they haven't played items in Smash Bros. In like 2 years. I'm
Wow.
like, what is
See,
Smash Bros. Without?
see, see,
Really?
for like competitive stuff, I can understand that. Like, if I'm doing a tournament, okay, no items, yeah, that's fine. But like, when I'm just like playing with people, it's like sometimes we'll be like, yeah, let's do no items, but other times I'm like, let's throw some items
Yeah.
in because it's fun. Like, it's the
Let's
game's
do let's
it's
do
a
Pokeball. Pokeballs only.
yeah, Pokeball's very high, so you have like a Pokemon match.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's gonna be so crazy on the new one though, with all these items. It could be overwhelming when you
yeah.
first try it out. It's like, oh, new item, I want to try it. Oh, oh.
Yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed. Like, as amazing as I thought Brawl was, most of the kind of new items in Brawl, I wasn't really that overly impressed with.
There's some lame ones.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
there are a lot of
but
lame ones, like the freaking smoke bomb.
it's stupid. It doesn't make any
Pointless items
sense.
just to have like stuff going on the screen.
Yeah,
It's just kind
but
of like
like,
the Nintendog's assist trophy and like the
it's just,
Devil assist trophy.
yeah,
They're
it's
all
just
just
like,
kind of like
why do these exist?
they just make it more annoying to play for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. No one's like, oh man, I love the Nintendogs trophy.
But they
It's
brought
just
it back, and they brought back the Daredevil
just
also.
because they're annoying. I hate them.
Do it.
He
I
just wants
did.
to he wants to make it wacky, and I think that's okay, I guess, in some respects.
Yeah, they
But
should
yeah,
have like 1,000 assist trophies.
but Yeah, I don't know. It's shaping up to be quite the game for sure.
Nice.
Hmm.
All right, Nick, thanks for saying your list.
Oh,
Uh,
come on. Got sidetracked again.
Well, I mean that one was literally like we needed like we should discuss
Yeah.
that thing. So
Alright. Let's see. Let's start
and
from
play
the top.
Nintendogs
No,
and, and
I don't
cats.
play that.
plus the cats.
I've actually been playing a lot of Super Mario World.
Oh, nice.
Terrible
Mhm.
game.
Yeah, I actually went and I decided to beat the whole game in one day, and that's unlocking all the exits, going through Star Road,
Shoot,
through the
dude.
special worlds.
Oh, you did everything in one day?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
hmm
You're the
Took me about
best.
8.5, 9 hours, but
Oh. Ooh.
yeah, by the time you start getting to the special worlds, holy shit. That one tubular, the one where you need to use the P balloon to get through it,
I hate that level.
yeah, it took me about
It's
20 lives.
it's so hard.
You just
Yeah.
got,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you just got bottles full of urine. Just like
No.
pizza strewn across the room.
He's just pizza rolls and
No,
pizza.
no clothes.
He's
God.
naked. He's just.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this. Oh, God, yeah, but yeah, still Super Mario World, fun game, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
some of the levels are insanely hard. Hercules on the PS1. This is based off the movie. It's a side-scrolling platformer, and it's got there's like part side-scrolling levels, and you can actually there are parts where you can go in towards the background. I think there's one level you have to kind of go into the background and come back out to progress.
JonTron did a review of that.
Yeah, it's not
It
bad.
was
There's actually clips from the movie in it.
yeah. My favorite part, and it's a part of the review, is something that me and friends bring up all the time, and that's kick it, Danny, giggle. Danny DeVito going giggle.
Oh man.
It's just like Danny DeVito. Are you all right?
JonTron is the best person.
JonTron is very funny.
Oh yeah. Soul Sacrifice on the Vita. That was a free game I got off PlayStation Plus.
Overrated.
It's good. I haven't gotten too far into it, but
Hidden gem.
it's a good game, especially because I didn't pay a damn thing for it. So it's one of those, okay, it's free, try it out. If I don't like it, I'm not out anything.
Classic.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Even though that
Goatee.
game's been out for I think over a
Best
year.
visuals of 2013.
Oh yeah, Rayman on the PS1. Talk about another hard side
Hidden
scroller.
gem.
Oh, this is a good game, but it's hard. It is hard. In fact, I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever gotten
a lot of things
past.
are hard right now.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Quagmire, thanks for sharing.
Did you see the pictures? Did you see the picture of the Spider-Man statue
Oh,
Yes.
spreading around? Why? It's not even that interesting.
God. Let's see. A lot of SmackDown. Started playing a lot of SmackDown 2 on the PS1.
Game of the year.
Just going through and trying to unlock everything. Are you just keep saying that every fucking game I say here is a game of the year? Game of the year.
I clearly haven't, dude.
Yeah, you
Whatever.
have.
Let me forget sound effects.
Best developer. Best supporting character.
He's just done. He's just leaving. He's had enough of this.
No, I'm trying to find one freaking.
Shut the fuck
Best supporting voice actor in a video game.
Supporting.
For that game, whatever
Yeah,
one you said.
SmackDown 2 is Stone
SmackDown.
Cold Steve Austin. A lot of Sonic 2. I got because I have this on Android.
Overrated.
And I actually.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, them be
But yeah, I
fighting
actually
nerds.
got into the hidden palace zone. So I know you either have to fall in a pit in Mystic Cave Zone Part 2,
Dun,
or you have to
dun, dun,
use the
dun,
level select
dun,
code to get the
dun,
hidden palace.
Mm-hmm.
dun,
So
dun,
I haven't beaten
dun,
Hidden Palace Zone yet.
dun.
I can get to the new Eggman boss fight, but I can't beat him. Still trying to figure that one out.
Sonic 2, as seen in Community Poll Tourney number 3. Chemical Plant Zone.
Bum,
Oh,
ba-dum,
that's
ba-dum, bum,
probably one
ba-dum,
of my favorite
bum,
levels in that game.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
I don't know. Boom, bum, bum, bum.
Oh, let's see. Sonic Dash and Sonic Jump on another couple Android games.
Mhm.
Think Temple Run, and that's basically
Yeah,
Sonic
I have
Dash.
played that actually. Nice.
And then Sonic Jump is basically you basically tilt your device and then you try and get Sonic up to the end of the level,
Is it,
avoiding hazards.
I don't know, does he like bounce around? How does that work?
Yeah,
He's bouncing
yeah,
around.
It sounds like Doodle Jump to me. But I don't know.
exactly like that.
Yeah.
He's rolling around at the speed of diagonal.
Because I figured that since
Yeah,
the other one
and
was
you
the
just tilt your
Temple Run.
device to get them to go left or right. So
So basically Sonic's just mooching off of all these popular like iOS
yeah,
games. So
yeah. So basically, if you played Doodle Jump and Temple Run, you've played Sonic Jump and Sonic Dash.
yeah.
Let's see.
Neat.
Family Guy: The Quest for Stuff. This is
A
another,
quest
it's a
for stuff.
yeah, it's a free-to-play game, but you can go and you can buy, coins and the golden clam things, and I'm trying to go through the game without having to do that. So like there'll be options that you can get everything because I'm trying to unlock Brian right now. I found him, but I have to unlock him. So you have to unlock characters. You have to go through and do different tasks for them and to get different items. Like you can instantly unlock them for 400 clams or whatever it is, I don't remember what exactly, but or you can try and go through regular and try and get the items, which depending on the item, either they'll drop pretty often or they won't drop if ever, or they're like insanely rare drops. So basically, it's one of those games that you can literally set everything up, go away, walk away from it for a couple hours, come back, set more stuff up, and
Interesting.
it's fun though. The humor in there is it's so funny. So yeah,
Classic Family Guy. I'm guessing. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this earlier. The Sly Collection on the Vita that came out, I believe, on the 27th of May. I went and bought it, and I've already platinumed the first game. I'm a couple trophies away on Sly 2 Band of Thieves to platinum that. I pretty much gotta beat the game and then buy the rest of the items in the Thief Net. But I don't have enough coins, so I'm trying to go around and grind out coins, which means I'm pickpocketing a lot of guys, and yeah. And then the game affectionately known as Sony Smash Brothers, aka PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Had you played this before?
I have.
Now? Okay.
The beta, like the demo thing on PS3.
So what do you think of it?
I like it.
Ugh.
I think the only problem I have with it is the fact that to even get kills, you need a super move.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Like, super moves are fun. I like using them, depending on the character. I think Ratchet's is kind of a pain in the ass. Or at least the level 1 super. But it's a fun game.
Yeah.
I'm going through with all the, the arcade modes and... Yeah. I guess there's also a DLC pack that you get a cat from Gravity Rush.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So.
Yeah. Were there more characters than that they added, or was it just her?
Let me look, 'cause I think it was Cat. There was a couple other ones in that DLC pack, I think.
Yeah, I think that they added more characters. I think there was like
Mhm.
2 more. I feel like I don't remember.
2 or 3,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that does it for me.
Oh, Mario Kart 8 sold 1.1 million. Was that the first weekend, something like that?
First weekend, yeah.
Damn.
And
Yeah, that's
it was like
pretty good.
sales for Wii U increased 666% in the UK or something like that
Yeah,
as well.
that's wow. So basically, Satan's gonna come to the.
So now
Satan's
Smash
coming to
Bros.
the
Smash Bros.
UK.
Just has to push it forward just a little bit more.
Well,
Just keep
that won't.
pushing.
That'll be 6 months from now, but yes.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, damn
No.
it. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love that one so much.
All right.
All right
I didn't
then.
expect this to come back around so quickly. Oh, by the way, I been playing some video games in school too. Nice.
Oh, really?
It's kind of like an unofficial video game club
Oh yeah.
that I started. We play with our teacher though, because our teacher plays some video games.
Hmm.
So we played some Brawl recently because we've been playing Melee, which is what he was really good at. Brawl is still really good at, but I was actually able to beat him for once, so it was really intense because it was like 3 stock matches. It'd always come down to like the last life. We'd have high damage. It was really intense. It was cool. We played some Kirby Air Ride earlier too.
Oh, I love that game so much. So
Yeah,
good.
Kirby Air Ride mode in Smash Bros. 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it'll be fun.
Mm. Mm.
Yes. Now what?
Now what indeed? Well, I just saw the Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call, which is the
Yeah.
expanded version of the game, is getting it's coming out in the States, but it's getting a collector's edition.
Hmm.
And I need to pre-order that post haste. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. There was a little bit of news that I heard. There was a leaked E3 image. I don't know if you guys saw it. Supposedly, it's a little iffy. It's kind of I don't think I'd buy it really. Actually, to be honest, it's have you seen that Mario Maker image?
Mm-hmm.
No, I still didn't even look at
It's
that. What is that about?
it's really grainy. It doesn't even look like. I feel like they have more. If they're setting stuff up now, they should have way more than that. Even though that came out like 2 days ago or like a
I'm
day
looking
ago or
at it
something,
now.
they should have way more stuff up than just that.
What is this where you make your own levels look like?
That's what people are
What
guessing.
is it looking like?
Here, I'll show you. There's a picture.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
But hmm.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't really buy it. I don't know. I don't. Maybe they'll come out with it. Like it would be cool. I think it would be cool, but like,
I don't think we need Mario right now though.
yeah, I don't either.
Like I was listening, Game Explain, it's a YouTube
Uh,
channel.
y- yes, I'm familiar with it.
I really like that channel now. I've recently started watching it because like does nice analysis and pretty in depth with discussions and stuff.
Hmm.
But they were really discussing what was coming in E3. And they're saying that they really don't think there would be a Mario game like this soon because I think Nintendo probably recognizes that they could be flooding too many Mario games at once.
I hope they realize that.
Because it's not drawing as many people as it used to. Like Mario 3D World didn't like save the Wii U before Mario Kart did.
Yeah,
Well, Mario
because
Kart's helping, but
Mario Kart, it's like okay, it's a Mario game, but the thing is, it's a little different because it's a racing game. It's not just another platformer. Mario Kart
Mm-hmm.
itself has different memories attached to it than Mario platformers do.
Mario just like Seems like it could be oversaturated soon. But people are starting to have the same thing with Zelda now too. So if you think if there's like, imagine they have Hyrule Warriors and the new Legend of Zelda, maybe Majora's Mask 3D coming out,
Well,
stuff
I don't
like
think
that.
anyone has ever complained about Zelda being oversaturated though,
Yeah,
because
well, it
simply
has.
because exactly because um when I'm trying to think like I had something, but
These are just all
well,
coming soon, though, is the
they
thing.
they are all coming soon, except I'd guess that the Wii U Zelda is at least another year out. Hyrule Warriors probably holiday release.
Probably. Yeah.
It'd be my guess, but the new Zelda has to be it has to be over a year out. So, I wouldn't say like, oh no, these are all coming together. It's like I'd really guess that the new Zelda is probably going to be a while from now. Um,
Hmm.
so just because they have shown nothing, they've said nothing about it, they've shown nothing about it. I mean, you saw that with Skyward Sword when they started showing stuff about it. It was still a year, like showing like footage and stuff about it. It was still a year out.
Yeah,
It
that'd
was
be
still a year
crazy.
away.
That'd
Yeah.
be crazy if they just like
Um,
showed everything at E3 and it just came out.
and they're like, yeah, it's coming out this holiday. Well,
It's
I
coming
would
out
flip out.
tomorrow. Whoa.
I'd flip out, but
It's
I'd go
coming
out
out
and
the
buy a
day
Wii
after
U.
E3. Oh.
Like, what? Nobody saw this coming. Yeah, but that would be a horrible
You
idea,
can
actually.
pre-order it now. Start pre-ordering it at the show floor.
That'd be kind of rad for the people there. Um, yeah. I mean, I saw some rumor lists. People were saying they had Mario Sunshine 2, which I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Two?
Um,
No.
or Mario
Think,
Sunshine HD, I think it was
yeah, well,
actually.
that's very likely, I think.
That's
Well, not
they
likely.
did they announce that they're doing GameCube HD stuff or not?
They said that in the past. I'm pretty sure they said after Wind Waker they had like they planned to do more GameCube stuff. I'm not sure.
But was it just like an HD upgrade, or like they wouldn't do what they did with Wind Waker? That was extreme what they did with that.
Yeah, well, you never know what they will do, but
That's true. I
I
don't know,
mean,
man.
Mario.
I, I was talking with my brother today. I really want them to do another Metroid. I really like. I understand Metroid and Star Fox are not really huge system sellers, but they sell relatively well, and both are like big, big name things. I know Metroid lost a little bit of credence with Other M, which I think is stupid, but if they announce like a new one being made by like Retro Studios or something, or a Star Fox game being made by Retro Studios, I mean that'd be awesome.
Yeah, the people at Game Explain they were saying it could be possible to have. I think it could be time for a Star Fox Wii U and maybe like a 2D Metroid on the 3DS.
See, that would be spectacular. I would be so
Oh
down
yeah.
for that. I was actually talking to my brother Jay because he said, yeah, he kind of wanted like maybe another Prime like Metroid, and I was like that would be really great, but I feel like a 2D Metroid would be really really nice. I'd really like them to come back to that.
See, I've never
Um,
gotten into those yet, so
oh, they're very good.
but
They're
I do really want Star Fox Wii U. I feel like they have to do it at some point because it's literally what people bring up every E3 is Star
yeah,
Fox.
Hmm.
because
Well,
there
people
hasn't been
bring
a
up Star Fox and they bring up F-Zero, Metroid, but I can
F Zero
understand
is
that it's not doing it. But
yeah. I mean, again, it's like those three aren't system sellers, but or like aren't system sellers, and they don't sell hugely. But at the same time, it's like Nintendo needs to do something. They need to start bringing those franchises out again. It's like
yeah.
just an appearance in Nintendo Land won't really cut it.
So yeah, I guess we're getting into E3 now. I'm just gonna go through whatever.
We might as well, like, it's whatever. We're just going with a flow, yo.
Yeah, just go with it.
Yep.
Roll
So
with it.
any E3 stuff we can talk about.
I mean,
But,
that was kind of really all my whole pleasure with it. I mean, it kind of crept up on me, and I'm just really interested to see what happens. All I know is that Square Enix is being really really boring this year.
uh,
No more Kingdom Hearts 3 news, which again, that's actually not surprising to me. But Final Fantasy 15's not coming to E3. What the heck's up with that? Come on,
so they have
guys.
nothing.
They have okay. Well, they do this all the time, but like actually, I'm not sure. Last E3 might have been the first time that they showed off stuff for Versus 13, which is 15 now. since like it was first announced. Like most of their announcements for that game have been at TGS. So actually, it's really not that big a surprise. But at the same time, like it is disappointing though, because like I feel like they need to pump that game. Um, they said that they will be doing something soon, but they just don't have anything for E3. You know. Um, and given that Square Enix's main market is in Japan, like it's understandable. They are still talking about, I guess, Final Fantasy 14 expansions and stuff. Theater Rhythm will show up. Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD is going to be really big. There's already a trailer that's been out for it, which actually has a teaser for Kingdom Hearts 3 at the end. But yeah, they're not really that exciting this year. That's okay though.
Did you
Year
see
was
like the huge
incredible.
E3 list, like the list of like the games that are going to be shown?
Like the one they talked about on All Gen Gamers.
I haven't heard that one yet. That episode. So, but there's like Game Informer released one that has like all the confirmed titles in it. It's like nine pages long.
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's pretty crazy. But
That is pretty crazy.
I want to look at one of the Nintendo leaked like rumors for stuff to be there. I think a lot of it is likely, and then a lot of it could go either way. So they have Smash Bros. Obviously.
Yeah.
Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I think that'll be pretty.
I'm excited
certain
for that.
There.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 will most likely be there also. Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem.
Oh, I sure hope so. It
Probably
better be there.
that. And then the X.
Xeno, whatever. Yeah.
They just have it as X. So X for Monolith Soft.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's all that.
Most likely Xenoblade 2 though.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, it could be just a whole new property.
Yeah, well, that's what I imagined at first. It just kind of people immediately assumed Xenoblade 2, just because it was the same type of game, but the X.
Yeah, there's mechs though, so that's a little bit different. But well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'd be just as honestly. I'm just glad for information at this point. I could almost care less of what exactly it is. If it is Xenoblade 2, something entirely different. It's a Monolith Soft game, and it looks as amazing as Xenoblade did. So
yeah, it looks awesome from the trailer.
Brought
out these mechs. It's insane and looked really good visually too. This one also talked about a Wii U Virtual Console for GameCube games, which I don't think will be a thing.
That was certain. I mean, that was kind of like what I was hinting at with the people, saying like Metroid Prime or Wind Waker kind of things. Like, maybe they could do that. I mean, like, I don't know. They're probably not going to. In fact, I would side and say that too early. It's probably too early for Nintendo to do that. But
I'm saying people would definitely be behind that. It would be a good move.
People would for sure be behind it.
Be a good move, but I don't know if they're able to do that. Like, how much, if you're downloading a GameCube game onto your Wii U, how much space does that take up?
Gigs. A couple gigs, probably.
I feel like that's a lot.
It is a lot. But the thing is that, have they even started implementing DS games yet?
No, which is another thing people want to.
Well, they already announced. They announced it, so
they announced the DS Virtual Console, right?
Yeah, for the Wii U. Yeah.
There's like the first game is gonna be Brain Age.
Are you serious?
Yeah, one of the Brain Age games.
Why?
Yeah, but is it like, I don't know? Is it just like?
There's a Game Boy Advance Virtual Console coming out too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that'll play though. Like, will you be able to play bottom screen on your gamepad and top screen on the TV?
I don't think so. I think it's all on their bottom pad, which is going to be really weird.
Because people, it's like a logical connection to make to use the bottom screen.
Yeah, it would be, but then it would
it
just look garbage on the top screen though.
Well, it'll probably be shortened, kind of like the Game Boy player has the borders around it.
Yeah, I guess they could do that.
But it was, but like this list they have here for the GameCube lineup for virtual consoles in this rumor. this leaked list. Is Super Smash Bros. Melee, F-Zero GX, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, and Mario Kart Double Dash.
I think Double Dash and Smash Brothers are stupid suggestions, and I don't believe those.
Yeah, I don't.
F-Zero, I could because that'll just like, why would you do that? You just came out with a Mario Kart game, and you're coming out with Smash Bros. At the end of the year. Why in the world would you take sales away from those? Like
Yeah, I
that,
know.
it seems like that they would never do that. Um, but F-Zero GX, I'd believe that for sure. That game looks beautiful still today. One of the best looking GameCube games. One of the best looking games of that generation, honestly. Um, and what was the other one again?
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I could see
Super
that.
Mario Sunshine also.
And I could see that too, obviously. That would make sense.
I think they'd be better off doing Mario Sunshine HD though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
Just
sure.
a
I think
full retail new game.
that'd be cool.
Cause like here's the thing
Beautiful
with
game.
Mario Sunshine is that um people like constantly say, "Oh, I think Mario Sunshine was underrated," and I really like it now. But it's gotten to the point where more people say that than the ones that actually don't like it. So it's like after the facts of the game actually having to sell things, people have started to love it a lot more in retrospect. So I think it would do a lot better now.
I don't know. I think that might be a vocal minority though, because I think I've still come across a lot of people that don't like that game.
Really,
So
I don't.
yeah,
I've heard like one person in a long time that didn't
yeah.
like it. Like most people I talked to say it was one of their favorite games on the GameCube, one of their favorite Mario games.
Mm. I think it's a little underrated, and that I think people hate